Namaste, this is Monica, and I welcome you to today's soothing, calming, soulful practice. If you have been practicing with me, you know that my practices are slow paced, like Hatha yoga, rooted in traditional Indian yoga from roots, and I personally connect with practices like that, and that's what I have to share. I prefer slow paced practices because they give me a lot of time to internalize my practice and to really go deep into my asana, understand what it is doing to my body, and also find the right alignment. Because your body, when you start looking into your asana, your body talks back to you. It will itself tell you what adjustment that you should make to get into the right alignment. And it is so beautiful to learn that. Till today, every day I learn something new on the mat about the asana that I would have done like 100 times before, but then every time I do it, it teaches me something new about itself. So let's enjoy the beauty of yoga together on the mat, and let's meet on the mat. Place your palms over your thighs and gently close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale completely, and as you exhale, allow your body to surrender on your mat. Watch your breath come and go in and out through your nostrils. Feeling the expansion and contraction in your body. The lifting, the subtle lifting of the shoulders maybe as you inhale. And see if you can feel anything in your belly. Let us set an intention to continue this mindfulness throughout the session. You can join your palms to the heart center. We will be chanting one Om Three Shantis to begin a session. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. Extend your arms in the T shape and start rotating your shoulders. Moving the wrist as well into 360 degree and feeling that rotation traveling from your fingertips to your wrist, your elbows and your shoulders. And bend your elbows, place your fingers over your shoulders and start rotating your elbows. Inhale as you go up, exhale as you go down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale.
Let us change the side, direction. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. You can feel your shoulder blades coming together as your elbows go back. And release. Inhale again. Raise your arms up, interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling and exhale to take your arms behind you as far as back as you can take. And then bend your elbows, bringing your palms behind your head, keeping your chin parallel to the floor. As if your elbows are trying to go away from each other, you can feel this tension, little bit of tension in the shoulders. Again, inhale to stretch your arms up and exhale to start bending, pointing your right elbow towards the floor on the right. Left elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. Let's change the side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, dropping your left elbow to the left side. And again, inhale, come back up. Exhale, twisting to your right. Place your right palm behind your right hip, left palm over your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. And as you exhale, release. Let's change the side. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twisting to your left. Keeping the same length in the torso on both sides. Spine nice lifted. And exhale to release. Let's move to cat and cow. Tabletop position. Align your shoulders with your wrist, hips with your knees. Inhale, press your chest down. Chin up. Exhale, tailbone down, chin to the chest. Lift your shoulders and spine. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, fingertips pressing down. Exhale. Inhale, the back of your foot pressing down. Or if you're tucking your toes, press your toes down. Exhale. Inhale, keep repeating. Exhale. Inhale, feeling the tilt in your pelvis, feeling the arc in your spine. And come back to the center. Walk your palms forward, sink your chest down for puppy pose. Hips will be aligned with your knees, so you're not moving your hips forward, just bringing the chest down. You can either rest your chin onto the mat. If you can rest your chest, rest your chest. If not, then stay wherever you are, wherever you can. Feeling the sensation in your shoulders here. And now bring your big toes together. Press your palms down. Walk your palms back. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up, and increasing the distance between your knees. Bring your hips up again in line with your knees. Place your forearms down if possible, otherwise you can stay higher up. Now for some of you, if it is possible, you can open your shin as well, resting the side of your foot onto the side, your knee and ankle aligned into your frog pose. If you can rest your chest down, you can try that as well. Just going as wide as it is possible for you. Don't push yourself. Preferably using the longer edge of the mat. And slowly bringing your big toes back together. Walk your palms back, lift your knees, bring them together, and let us move to downward dog. So you can tuck your toes, lift your knees up, taking your hips back. to downward dog. If you want, you can walk your heels a little bit one by one to loosen up your hamstrings if they feel too tight. And exhale to bend your knees, look forward to step or walk forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, head in to fold and let us stay here. You can cross your arms, allow your torso to hang down towards the floor. Relax your shoulders. And feel how gravity is slowly pulling your torso down. You can feel that subtle movement towards the floor in your torso if you allow it to be. So we are not really controlling our torso here at all. You can keep your knees bent initially if you feel too tight in your hamstrings. And let us move up. Slide your spine up. You can bend your knee to come up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll your shoulders back. Hands on the side, chin parallel to the floor into your Tadasana, the foundation asana of standing asanas. Check your body weight if it is equally distributed between both of your feet and all parts of your feet. Maybe stretching your toes out, up, and pressing them back down on the mat. Tuck your tailbone in, pulling that navel in, lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. Finding your foundation here. Relax. Moving into Utthita Trikonasana. So feet about 3 feet distance. Turn your right foot out. Inhale, stretch your right arm. Stretch the right side. Exhale, extending your torso to the right. And as you go down, lifting your left arm up. Or you can rest your left palm over your hips. Feel free to slightly bend your right knee if keeping it straight is challenging for you. And your right heel is meeting the midpoint of the left foot, sending that left pelvis back. If you can go to the full variation, then you can hook your toes. Choosing your variation here. Now from here, you can bend your right knee. Place your right palm outside your right foot, outside in the sense in front of you, and shifting your weight to the right and slide your left leg a bit forward. You can just simply stay here itself, or maybe lifting your left leg up, if possible, straightening your right knee. If you can, straighten your left arm up. And slowly bend your knee, bringing your left leg back down. Take the push with your right palm to come all the way up if possible. Right foot in, left foot out. Inhale and exhale, lengthen and fold. And from here again, bend your front knee, left palm onto the mat, wherever you think is going to give you good balance. Slide your right leg a bit closer and lift up. So once you find your balance, that is when we start sending the right pelvis and the right shoulder back to open the chest fully to the front. slowly bend your front knee, bringing your right leg back down. Find your balance. Inhale, come all the way up and step to the top of your mat. Open your feet again to 4 feet distance. Moving to Prasarita Padottanasana, D. So inhale, again hands on your hips. Lift your torso. Exhale to fold over. You can reach out to your shin, ankle, or you can hook your toes. Inhale, look up. You can stay here or fold forward, taking the crown of your head down towards the floor. If you can, if you feel it is challenging, you want to bend your knees slightly, explore that as well. Inhale again, look back up, hands on your hips to come all the way up. Now from here you can turn both of your feet to your right. Inhale, stretch your arms up, join your palms together, and exhale, bend your knee coming over your right heel, the knee coming over your right heel. Maybe look at your thumbs. Virabhadrasana A. Exhale to join your palms to the heart center and lift your back heel up, sinking your hips down. Relax your torso. And place your palms onto the mat. Step your right leg outside your palms. So if it is inside, just step it outside. You can keep your back knee lifted or maybe drop it on the floor. If possible, dropping your right knee towards your right, coming over the side of your right foot. You can either stay here or you can bring your forearms down to the floor. And if you can't drop the right knee, that's okay. You can just keep it up. Place your palms on the mat and sliding your right knee, right shin in for your pigeon pose, keeping your leg either parallel or maybe the foot closer to your groin, depending on how flexible that you feel today. You can stay higher up. Left knee will remain as it is. Maybe you can press the left toes down to the floor to reduce the stress from your knee. And from here, you can again place your forearms down and take your right leg back, sliding it back, or if you have to lift up, you can lift up to move into Sphinx pose. So lifting your hips up, sliding your right leg back, bringing your pelvis down. Your knees aligned, your shoulders aligned with your elbows. Feeling that opening in your chest. Exhale to bring your head back down. Place your palms right next to your chest and inhale, pressing those palms down to lift up into cobra. You can just lift into half cobra or full. Body weight equal. Pelvis in one line. And tuck your toes from here. Take your knees back, moving into the downward dog. Bring your left leg forward, right heel onto the floor for Virabhadrasana onto your left. Inhale. Holding here for about 5 breaths. Bring your palms to the heart center. Lift your back heel up and then maybe sliding your right leg a little bit more back if you want deeper stretch in your right thigh and the groin. Exhale to place your palms on the mat. Shift your left leg outside your palms. If you want, drop your right knee onto the floor, dropping the left knee, coming onto your forearms, or stay higher up. Again, place your palms on the mat, sliding your left shin in. Find a good position for your foot, depending on where you want to place it. Very close to your groin or a little away, depending on how flexible you feel in your hips today. So pressing that left pelvis down, we are not dropping on one side. So taking care of that, even if that makes your left hip lifting up off the floor, that's okay. And place your palms on the mat, moving into your plank from here. Lift your hips up, take your left leg back into your plank, holding in plank for 5 breaths. 1. Aligning your feet, making perpendicular to the floor, 90 degrees to the floor. Hips are a little below than your shoulders. And exhale to drop your knees, chest and chin, or drop down to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And from here, cross your legs, sit down on your mat. Dandasana. Catching hold of your breath. Connect with your breath, with your body. Pressing knees down. Lifting the torso up. And you can bend your knee, right knee from here, and dropping it to your right for Janu Shirshasana. As you inhale, lift your arms up, lengthen your torso. Exhale to fold wherever you reach, maybe onto your shin, ankle, or if you want to go far, placing your palms onto the floor itself. Or you can catch hold of your wrist. Align your shoulders. Inhale, look back up, walk your palms back. And from here again, opening your leg to little bit more wider, the left leg. Catching hold of your right thigh with your left palm. Inhale to stretch the right side of the body, right arm up. And exhale, bending over to your left. If you're somewhere halfway through, that's okay, as long as you're keeping your shoulders in one line and not dropping the right shoulder forward. Inhale, come back up. Place your palms behind your hips and let's change the side. Extend your front leg, right leg to the front. Bend your left knee, dropping it over on your left. If you feel that there's too much gap between your knee and the floor, you can support it with a cushion. Inhale and exhale to fold over. So feeling that we are not rounding the upper back. We want our upper back to be flat, as flat as possible. Of course, there will be little round, but we are not approaching the folds, the forward folds with rounding the upper back. We're trying to reach all the forward folds with our chest, relaxing the shoulders. And as you exhale, release, opening your right leg to your right. Catch hold of your left thigh, inhale. Lift the left side of your torso and exhale, bending over to your right. So right leg keeping it active. There's the tendency to forget about the knee pressing down. We don't engage the muscles enough. So maybe keeping your awareness there. And as you inhale, come back all the way up. Hands behind your hips. Open both of your feet. This is one of my favorite asanas. And you can just simply place your palms behind your hips or folding over to the front. Maybe place your palms in front of you or reach out to your shin, ankle, or hook your toes. So you can choose whichever variation that works for you right now. Well done. Feel as if your thighs, your hips, everything is trying to roll forward and nothing is rolling back. Your lower back, everything is trying to roll forward. Walk your palms back up. As you inhale, raise your arms up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to your right palm behind your right hip, left palm over your right thigh. Almost closer to your groin. And you're pressing that thigh in, rolling it forward again, giving that impact to our thigh. And release, exhale. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twisting on the other side. So keeping the pelvis to the front, just taking this twist, feeling this in the mid back, traveling all the way up to your upper back. And exhale again. Release again, palms behind you. Bend your knees, placing your foot wider than hip distance apart. And drop both of your knees to the right. Come back to the center, dropping them to your left. Just repeat this a few times. It feels really great after Uphisht Konasana. and come back to the center. Bring your feet together, moving to your boat pose. So you can hug your under thigh. Inhale, lift your torso. Now you can either lift your feet one by one or together. Maybe release your arms, keeping them parallel to the floor. Some of you may be able to straighten the knees. You can do that without rounding your back. If you feel that straightening the knees is making you round your back, then better to stay in the first variation. Place your foot back down, place your palms behind your hips, and as you exhale, lift your hips up. If you want, you can also straighten your knees, keeping your big toes together, pointing the toes back down. Again, exhale, bring your hips back down. One more time, your boat pose. Bend your knees, hug your under thigh. Inhale, lift up. Looking at your big toes. Aligning your neck with your spine. And drop your knees, bring the sole of your feet together, draw your heels closer to your sit bones. Hug your under thigh, inhale, lift your torso. You can stay here, or some of you may want to fold forward, so you can start to widening your elbows and fold over. Inhale, come back up. Let us move to the round of vinyasa. For butterfly, sorry, I'm telling you late, but then in case if you have gap between your knees and the floor, you can support it with the cushion. Next practice, you can explore that. Coming into your plank, lower down, your knees, chest to chin or chaturanga. Choose your variation. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And from here, we're going to lie down on our back. Bend both of your knees. So either we can move to shoulder stand, or you can move to variation of shoulder stand by simply taking your legs up into the 90 degree. You can stay here. If you want, you can wrap the belt around or bounce your hips up to catch hold of your body and walk your palms down your upper body, keeping your elbows closer to the body, not too far. If you keep close, then you have more distance to travel with your palms, So just holding here for about 15 breaths. And slowly bring your legs back down. Either bring your knees close to your forehead, holding onto your waist, or if you can, straighten your knees behind you, do that, or you can come down with straight knees. Walk your feet as far as you can, maybe interlace your fingers. If you can walk your feet a little far, that would be better, because then you'll be able to breathe properly. Otherwise, your upper back will start obstructing your breath. And start to walk your feet back. Catch hold of your body and then roll back into your twist. So you can stretch your arms into the T shape, bend both of your knees and dropping your knees to your right. Looking at your left palm. Or you can choose any other twist that you want to take, you feel like taking right now. Maybe placing your right arm over your left thigh. Let's change the side. Exhale, release. Knees again close to your chest and then drop them on the other side. And again, come back to the center. Let us move to our relaxation. So you can extend your legs out for your Shavasana. If you want to cover yourself with a blanket, bed sheet, whatever, you can do that. Allow your arms to be away, legs to be away, touching the longer edge of the mat. Connect back with your breath, just watching it. Slowly take your awareness to your toes, to relax your toes. Relax your feet. Become aware of your ankles, your shin and calf. Feel the relaxation flowing through them. Become aware of your knees. Relax them. Switch your awareness to your thighs and relax them. Watching them relax basically. Watching your hips, your groin relax onto the ground, your lower back, your abdomen, your rib cage, your upper back and chest. Watch them relax onto the ground. Become aware of your hands, your palms, fingers, and fingertips. Allow them to relax. Sweep your awareness through your neck and spine. And let this relaxation flow through them. The back of your head, your face are relaxed. Relax your forehead, the crown of your head. And at once, feeling your whole body relaxing, all of it relaxing at once. Watching it sinking down on the ground, you're letting all the control go. Let us stay here in silence for a minute or so. Maybe connected with the breath alone. And you can continue in this relaxation for as long as you want. If you want to come out, we will be moving to our pranayama practice. If you want to join me there, you can start to move your toes and fingers gently. Become aware of your body again. Move your head from one side to the other. Make whatever movement that your body feel like making right now. Maybe stretching your body and exhale to release. Bend your knee, roll over to your right. And take your time to come up into your sitting asana. So we are going to practice pranayama. We'll be moving to Brahmari pranayama. So in this pranayama, we make a humming sound to create that vibration in our head and to feel those vibrations. It really helps you calm down. We usually close the flap of the ear so that we can hear the vibration really well in our head. The mudra that we will be taking, you can stretch your arms in the T shape, bend your elbows, and then bring your fingers towards your head. So we usually put four fingers on the top of the head and we put our thumb closing the flap of the ear. So this is one variation. Another is that you can place all your fingers over your face. So the first finger goes over your eyebrow, the second one on your eyes, the third one goes next to your nostrils, the fourth one would be resting near your lips, and then again closing the flap of the ears so that we can hear the vibrations out loud. So you can choose your variation. I prefer this one. So I will just demonstrate you one round. We will be breathing in normally, and when we exhale, that is when we make the humming sound. So we are going to make this sound as long as that we can exhale. You don't have to follow my pattern. If you feel that my exhalation is shorter or longer for you, feel free to follow your own breath length. We are not wanting to strain our lungs. We want our lungs to be comfortable, and with practice we want to build that capacity, not by forcing it. Okay, so just keep that in mind and let us begin. So closing, taking your mudra. Moving to the first round. Inhale. 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 Last round. Inhale. And you can release your mudra, just feeling the after effect of this practice. You can feel a little bit sensation in your head.
the after effect of the vibrations. Let us also join the palms together. We'll be chanting one Om to conclude our session today. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for joining me in. I really hope you've enjoyed this practice and it has worked out for you well. So you can hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or leave a comment if you have any. I really hope to see you soon again in some other practice. Until then, bye bye.